The beauty of AI is that you can tailor lots of solutions to whatever it is that you need. And you don't want to be trying to replicate what other people are doing. You want to be thinking about what your specific business needs are, and then adapting AI in such a way that it helps you in your business. Hi, I'm Rob Seamans. I'm an associate professor at NYU. I think one of the big challenges is that lots of firms know that there's a lot of new technology out there, but they don't exactly know what that technology can do for them. And so one of the challenges for firms, for existing firms, is trying to figure that out. The problem with algorithmic management by firms is that decisions get made without the firm perhaps fully understanding how or why that decision got made. One of the things that I'm seeing in my research is that firms actually approach this in really different ways. There's some firms that like to really, if you will, sort of outsource everything to the algorithm and trust the output from the algorithm. There are other firms that really don't like doing that and sort of firmly believe, right, it's part of the sort of the underlying belief of the firm, the underlying philosophy of the firm, that whatever type of technology is being used, whatever type of algorithm, that there needs to be somehow some type of human in the loop. In other words, that this algorithmic tool is literally just a tool that can assist a human in decision making, but not replace a human. The industries where we'll see the most AI applications in coming years, I would expect would be healthcare. I think that there's a lot of low-hanging fruit in healthcare. And there are lots of ways that AI could be used to diagnose diseases more quickly than we currently do, and hopefully more accurately than we currently do, as well as to tailor any type of intervention for a patient to the needs of that patient. So healthcare would be one. As an educator, I think education would be another one. The way that I think about this is that currently there are lots of little ways in which AI can improve work. I think of this in terms of the way that for example, when I'm responding to an email, I use Gmail, and there's sort of this suggested answers that really helps me get through the email quickly. I tend to do a lot of empirical work where I'm running regressions on data sets. I could imagine a similar type of sort of suggested regression coming up as I'm starting to type code into Stata, for example, or R. And so it's sort of those little improvements that I think we already are seeing a lot of, and I would imagine we would see a lot more of it. And I think, again, that they sound like little improvements, but throughout our everyday life, at home, at work, I think that all of these things together can help improve our productivity. I think the first thing that governments can do is make sure that in all of the existing regulatory agencies that they have, that there are people that understand AI. Government agencies, regulators, we have lots of rules that are already out there, and these are good rules. These are things like equal opportunity for employment, things like no bias or discrimination when it comes to loans and lending. These are great rules. We just need to make sure that whatever AI applications are being developed, that they satisfy the existing rules. There are many applications that work well in one company that might not work well in a different company. And so when leaders are thinking about deploying AI, it doesn't make sense to say, well, that worked well at this big company over here, so I'm just going to adopt it as well. The beauty of AI is that you can tailor lots of solutions to whatever it is that you need. And you don't want to be trying to replicate what other people are doing. You want to be thinking about what your specific business needs are, and then adapting AI in such a way that it helps you in your business. What I'm most excited about would be something like autonomous vehicles. I think we have yet to see some type of killer app. Okay, maybe I'll do this, a killer app when it comes to AI. Earlier we talked about lots of these sort of smaller productivity improving changes that we're seeing. But we have yet to see really big applications that can change the world, hopefully for the better. So I think autonomous vehicles would be one of them. Others would be improvements in terms of energy use. And then earlier we mentioned healthcare. I think that there's a lot of room for improvement in healthcare. So I'm keeping my eye on those three: autonomous vehicles, healthcare, energy.